Hey, Nationwide family, Jeff Rose here, and just want to say, hey, we're back with our Industry Impact series, and I have Michael Thompson, the CEO of Corsicana Mattress, and we're going to talk everything Corsicana. That's what's going on right now with these interesting times, and we've had a lot of members reach out, and Corsicana is a major part of what we're doing, and so Michael was gracious enough to join us. And so, hey, Mike, how you doing, buddy?
Morning, Jeff. I'm doing great. How are you doing? Where are you bunkered today?
Well, I am bunkered in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I've got
Nice.
a 3-year-old running around full time. I've got a 8-month pregnant wife, and we got a lot of craziness going on. But how about you? Well, where are you today?
Well, you got more happening to me than me. You win. The two dogs, fortunately, are on the walk, so we don't have to hear that background noise as you most usually would.
Yeah.
But I'm in Leesburg, Virginia.
Okay, wonderful. I know you're extremely busy, Michael, and so when you and I were chatting earlier this week, Nationwide was launching this Industry Impact series, and you were one of the first people that I was thinking of, and so when we started talking about it, you jumped on. You wanted to jump on this call because I know how much you care about the Nationwide membership, and
Yep.
I know there's a lot of things going on with Corsicana, and so I guess I've got a couple questions. Take 15, 20 minutes, and we can run through these, and just kind of chat and see what's going on. So you ready to dive in, buddy?
I am ready to dive in. Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Really appreciate it. As you've said, the Nationwide Marketing Group member community is hugely important to our business. So anytime we can take time to outreach to them, it's very important to us, and much appreciate the opportunity to do that.
Well, definitely. Yeah, I've said this a couple times, Michael, with you. We started this partnership back mid last year, and we just your team and our team have gelled so well together, and it just feels like we've been partners for many years. And so we're just excited to see where we go as soon as we can all leave our houses. But it's crazy. But so let's dive in right now. So we got obviously the COVID-19 situation going on, and so I'll just ask the point blank question. How has this impacted Corsicana?
Yeah, well, obviously it's impacted everybody significantly. For us, I really have to go back to March, Jeff. Corsicana Mattress had received a communication back in March from multiple entities, including the Army and Air Force Exchange, Navy Exchange, Marine Corps Exchange, Coast Guard Exchange, and communication from the Defense Commissary asking us to continue operations in support of military bases and military families now stationed at home. Additionally, in March, we began discussions with FEMA and with the Army Corps of Engineers to provide beds for hospitals and makeshift medical facilities, using frankly, the speed and flexibility that we believe aligns with our unique manufacturing capabilities. So as a result of all those discussions, we're operating as an essential business with our facilities fully functional. I think when you ask the question, look, most people are going to look at the negative impacts that the COVID-19 outbreak has had. And frankly, like most businesses, we've had to face numerous challenges. But I would say this, the thing that's most impressed me and most impacted our business, I've seen as an impact on our business, has been the leadership and frankly, the motivating impacts that it's seen across Corsicana. It is hugely inspiring to me. I mean, first off, we've developed a very short-term operating plan and an operating cadence of communication to ensure that we would continue to service customers with excellence and with a communication approach that met their needs. Specifically, as a company, we meet twice daily, and as odd as it sounds, we have established a 6-hour work plan towards fulfilling demand. Secondly, and probably should be the first point, our manufacturing and operations team has had to adjust to the same strict social distancing, health and hygiene policies that most have. But that's particularly challenging in an operating environment. And specifically, our plant managers and our line supervisors are absolutely committed to achieving the same level of quality and delivery that our independent retailers have always appreciated from Corsicana. And then I think I would say, thirdly, our operations support teams, including people like order entry, scheduling, and logistics, are in absolutely constant communication due to the kind of the fluid environment and, frankly, the flexibility that's required in this environment to service independent retailers with excellence. So it's very fluid, very dynamic. But I'll tell you, the thing that's been great for us is just the incredible leadership around the enterprise. Has been really fun to see.
Yeah, Mike. I mean, your communication with just with our membership has been incredible, and just the way that you guys have definitely adapted and pivoted to still be the successful Corsicana that we've known and love over the past couple of months. It's been great to see, and so that's thank you for that insight on where things, how things have transformed and where you're going. But I want to pivot a little bit myself on so we've got a bunch of dealers right now that they are still open, and they a question that me and my team we get all the time, how is supply chain affected with your key vendor partners, and what are they doing now to help with the supply chain, and then what about once we get going? Everybody is thinking once this is lifted and consumers are able to start shopping again, are they going to be able to really help and combat the demand, and so what are you doing now on supply chain, and what do you see in the future on the supply chain issue in the future?
Yeah, that's really a great question. And I would tell you that from a CEO perspective, usually you operate 24 to 36 months out ahead of people. In this environment, we're about 24 to 36 days ahead of people. But the unique thing about maybe Corsicana people didn't know is over the last 18 months, we have broadened our supply chain to include multiple sources of supply for key raw materials, as well as diversified geographically, domestically, and globally. So where we used to be a supply chain very dependent on a few domestic suppliers, we are now diverse and we are global. And that's made a huge impact. It's increased the complexity, but it gives us a lot of flexibility in supply chain to work around encumbrances that our suppliers potentially have or limitations that they have. And it allows us to work to make sure that we have an unfettered supply of key raw materials. Second thing that we've done is we now conduct basically daily sales and operations planning, where historically we would operate on a monthly cadence. And we've increased the frequency and communication to our suppliers. And we have always had a level-to-level approach to our suppliers and to our customers. And you see that readily in how we communicate across nationwide on a level-to-level basis. But now that becomes really important from a supply base. So I've increased my personal communication with key supplier CEOs. We have operating level discussions that go on, and our planning departments are in constant communication. So we've increased the frequency, we've increased the level to level, and we certainly are blessed now with a more diverse geographic and global sourcing presence that we've never had before. So our supply chains, although stressed as everybody, continues to perform admirably in these conditions. And with all of our operations open, none of them have been deleteriously impacted by supply chain challenges. So it's been a solid environment and a solid performance by our team, frankly.
That's I know our membership, when they hear this, I mean, that's great to hear, and I know they're going to be I know they're excited about that process. And product is, being able to get the product is king right now, and you guys are definitely set up for to fulfill that. So that's awesome. So that's great to hear. All right, next question, Michael, is independent retailers. They're in our DNA here at Nationwide. I mean, we wake up every day to help these members and retailers thrive. And we got some challenging things going on right now, but what is Corsicana doing to help support the independent retailer during this time? Can you shed some light on that?
Yeah, Jeff, this is why the relationship that we began basically a year ago was so important to, I think, both of us. We both have a very shared purpose of supporting independent retailers in this country. Our customer mix is over 4,000 customers. Service those customers in 5 days with 0 finished goods inventory. Our ability to produce, frankly, over 4 million units per year, I think, is unparalleled in the industry. And because of that, it's important, first and foremost, that we maintain the operational excellence that these independent retailers have become accustomed to in terms of our quality and delivery. And I think most participants in the independent retail environment would acknowledge that the demand for more affordable mattresses has increased, and that has shifted the industry mix to lower price points, where we are a very, very strong presence. Our Corsicana sales executive, Davis Whitworth, he communicates daily, Jeff, with you and the rest of your team. And frankly, I know this because the importance of Nationwide to our business, I've asked that Davis copy me on all correspondence and key initiative updates to you and your business. And so I'm fully aware of how we are performing for the independent retailers. I'm fully aware at the price point shift, how important now Corsicana becomes to them. And equally so, I'm aware of the opportunities that exist, even in this environment, to perform well and to supply beds to people that are on the front lines and people in great need of product. So as a result, and here's the clear demonstrative of the support, is on April 30th, Nationwide Marketing Group, I know you guys are having your High Point virtual show. We're featuring our bed-in-a-box products that we've just recently launched. They'll be at aggressive discounts. I think Sleep Inc. is at a 5% discount, American Bedding at a 10% discount, and our Renew and Knightsbridge products are going to be at a 15% discount. So continuing to support those businesses that either remain open as a result of necessity because they're an essential business servicing those sectors that require bedding products in these emergency times, or they're in more rural geographic areas that are less impacted. We're trying to step up and support, working with you and the great ideas that your team has in providing opportunities kind of early in this situation at the end of April.
Well, Michael, you're releasing breaking news right now, because that is an exciting announcement that you are going to do for the Nationwide membership at our Furniture Market Live event that is in April. We just did announce that this week, and for you to come on and already have your game plan set in place and already announcing your specials, that's going to give our membership time to prepare. And we're getting great feedback from the membership already, so I know we're going to have a great response. So thank you for that breaking news on the specials you're going to do at our Nationwide Live event. So,
well, there's people that are talking about different time horizons, but I'll tell you, when we catch word of something from Nationwide Marketing Group, we know that we have to move at Nationwide time. And that's
Well,
usually hours, not days. So
yeah, well,
first of all, I
that's
appreciate the opportunity. It's neat to be able to participate and offer that type of value to your members. But it's also great that we can move so quickly and put together, I think, what's going to be a really effective program later in the month. So thanks for that opportunity.
Hey, no problem, Michael. We're, I think the timing is going to hopefully be perfect on this. We still got, 20 more days until this event. And I think by that time, people are going to be ready to just kind of get back to some type of normalcy and look at product. And I know y'all's presentation is going to be great. And so we're excited. And thank you for announcing that. So,
well, Davis is fired up. He's going to get some airtime.
which scares me to death.
No, he's great. No. He's going to do a great
I love
job,
him.
Man.
He has been so such an integral part of what we're doing as a part with the partnership, and he's been great. So that's awesome. So next question, Michael, is as we dive in. So we talked about how COVID's impacted Corsicana. You've talked about your supply chain. That's up and going, and we're ready. We're doing great with that. And then you got some great specials coming up towards the end of the month. And so, now let's get into, a big word Nationwide's been talking about for the past 2 years, just how important digital marketing has been. And with the team at RWS and Amanda Evans on our team and Jennifer Danko at Side on Time, we've been pushing digital for a while, but now, it's kind of slapping everybody in the face on how important it is, that we have to get involved. And so on the Corsicana side of things, I know you have Karen that's, leading your marketing efforts, and she's been incredible. But, what is Corsicana, doing or seeing as it evolves around the digital side of things right now?
Yeah, great question. Well, you mentioned Karen Bartmans, and I'll tell you, it's most would not have previously recognized Corsicana as a marketing company, but with her skill set, our new product development skill set, our consumer insights, we are a very, very formidable marketing presence now that we had not historically been. And I'll say it's this environment, isn't it, Jeff, all about adaptation, right? And for independent retailers willing to adapt to these market realities, digital is very important. It's why at Corsicana, we are launching 20 new bed-in-a-box products with retail price points under $800. And possibly most important, Corsicana now offers the capability and the option for these products to be delivered either to your member store, retail store, or direct to the consumer. And this direct to the consumer supply chain is a real opportunity for your members. I think, if I recall, our initial product launch includes 7 sleeping products, 6 American bedding products, 5 Renew, and 2 Knightsbridge products. So we have a full breadth of product across various price points that allow people to take advantage of this capability. And look, there's no doubt that the COVID-19 crisis is actually going to change the long-term purchasing habits of consumers to e-commerce and more direct delivery. And that's why I believe firmly that there is a sense of urgency for your members to take advantage of this type of program that offers them a capability that's going to lean right into what the habits of consumers are going to be. It's kind of that whole analogy of skating to where the puck is, not where the puck is going to be, not where the puck is. And I think you see this with the program that we're launching with you.
Yeah, it's Davis, when he called me, he couldn't even get his sentences out because he was so excited about it. And we walked through the program, and I think it's going to be great. I think the timing of it just couldn't be any better. And, so, I mean, I know we're in the process right now of working with RWS and Side on Time, getting everything able to go and be placed on all of our members' websites. And so I know we're going to be up and going very, very, very soon with this. So kudos to you guys for jumping on this. And, what's going to be beautiful is once all this product is ready to go and the Bed in a Box program is officially live on the sites, we're going to be able to combat this with our Ad Rocket digital campaigns that we have rolling up with you guys later on in the year. And so, I just think it talks about our direction and partnership together, how we're just synced and lined. And, I think it just benefits our membership. And so, very excited about that. And, thank you for sharing. And, I think it's going to be great once we start rolling with it. So.
Well, I'll say this, Jeff. Look, we started off, I think, with a really great partnership. We launched great products that your members have fully supported and have been very successful with. But I think now we're starting to roll into leveraging the incredible capabilities that you have on a marketing front. And the Bed in a Box is a really good way to utilize those capabilities. You mentioned the Ad Rocket. I was going to talk about that, but that absolutely becomes more arrows in the quiver that we can use to have successful campaigns. So really appreciate that. But I think now we're just starting. I mean, after been in this relationship for a year, I feel that we're really starting to begin to leverage the capabilities that you have.
Yeah. No, you are exactly right. And timing's everything, and so I just think, with everything going on right now, I mean, with y'all launching this, this incredible opportunity for the membership, and, they're needing this type of product and this capability. I think just our connections together is just going to help the overall member, be successful. And that's what that's what we both want. So
couldn't agree more.
Yeah. So, all right. So now for the fun part of this. Well, I mean, we're all dealing with the challenges right now. This is, we're all at home. We've got shelter in place states, and consumers they want to get out, but they can't. And but the one thing, Michael, that we all know is this will end. It's the timing that we're all trying to peg, but we all know this will end. Business will get back to normal. Hopefully, I won't have to watch Frozen 57,000 times every night. But hey, it's what we're living. But business is going to come back, Michael. And so, my question to you is, I mean, y'all are always prepared, and y'all are always, like you said, looking for where the puck is going. So where is Corsicana going when this ends? What are you guys preparing to help benefit our membership in the independent retail?
Well, I would say, look, at the previous 3 weeks, it has been all hands, a very kind of a directive leadership style where you're communicating frequently, things are happening in short bursts. And now we've established as a company a very steady daily cadence, managing the frenetic changes that go on in this type of environment. So that's been going well. As you well know, Corsicana has established a very analytical culture and business approach, which, much like our marketing, is probably not anticipated from us historically. But we're using those capabilities to model out various scenarios of our business ramping up. We're constantly reviewing how we can support customers as we pull out of this. And we believe strongly that we're going to have to offer exciting opportunities to kind of jumpstart business again. And so specifically for Nationwide Marketing Group members, we have a Labor Day Corsicana 80th anniversary special that we'll be communicating. And this is the event that will be supported with your Ad Rocket campaign. So we think that we're going to continue to leverage the exciting products that we've launched. We're going to build on that with Bed in a Box product as well as direct-to-consumer capabilities. And then we think that continuing to drive demand through exciting events is a positive way to impact the business.
Yeah, 100% agree. So glad you brought up the Labor Day campaign, Ad Rocket campaign that that we're working together on. We're going to definitely have a lot more information that we're going to be sent out to the members, but at least to let them know that we are sitting back here we talk daily and weekly about those next steps, and just so all the nationwide members who are listening right now, your Corsicana team and nationwide team, we are preparing to set you guys up for success, to bring you the best value propositions that are out there. Once this thing does, let us leave and the consumers can come to you. So,
the other approach, Jeff, that we've taken is we have not backed off of the key growth initiatives on the business. We continue to hold our weekly new product development review meetings. We continue to push for opportunities in terms of marketing our products, and so we haven't backed off the accelerator at all on what we're doing. And frankly, our supply chain partners, a question you had asked earlier, supporting us in these efforts, and we continue to see opportunities for exciting product launches into the future. So, I think it's stay tuned, because Corsicana is going to have a lot of exciting opportunities in the back half of this year because of the fine work that our great talent is doing today.
Yep. Awesome. All right, I got one more for you, buddy. Just to.
But wait, there's more.
Just got one more question for you. Is so I know your company. I know you mentioned about hospital beds and things that you're working on the on that side of things. I mean, is there anything particular that you'd like to share? Any things that Corsicana has done to push that to help support the U.S. or anything of those natures?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that question. I mean, I started off this conversation by saying we're going to operate as an essential business. We have over 60 different opportunities and bids that we're pursuing right now. Number's probably closer to 80. I mean, we have a very extensive set of initiatives that we're working on with various state or local, state, and federal entities, right? So that's just been an ongoing effort. We have been into the investigation of manufacturing protective masks, and we will begin that operation next week. And we've got customers and people in need for that product. And frankly, we're going to utilize some of it in our own internal operations to continue to increase the safety across our entire enterprise. So we're excited to use them internally as well as for the external uses. But kind of real time is just recently been notified that a partner of ours, the Oyo Times Square Hotel, is now using Corsicana products. And they have recently reopened after a renovation, but the reopening is going to support housing for medical facilities and physicians in the New York City area.
Right.
So here's a great example of the sacrifices that people make coming into work every day and building out this product is now real-time impacting, frontline workers in New York City. So it's a great test. The good teamwork that we have on selling our product. So it's been I think it's really good that these efforts are now materializing into the marketplace.
That's awesome, Michael. I mean, I know your dedication to the nationwide independent retail channel is great, but your also dedication to helping outside and outside that in the U.S. It's just awesome to hear. So, I just want to my last thing I want to tell you, Michael, is just thank you. Thank you for the partnership. Thank you for the friendship, and just thank you for your dedication to helping the nationwide membership, because. Like I said earlier, we've only been doing this for a little under a year now, but it just feels like we've been doing this for much longer, and I know it's going to continue. So just thank you for taking the time to come on and be a part of this industry impact series, and we're just holding on. We'll get through this, and things will come out better on the other side. So
just want to say thank you for this opportunity, and more importantly, thank you for the relationship that we share. It's been special over the last year, and I really appreciate everything you do for the Independent Retail Network, and in particular, your nationwide marketing group members. So thanks for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
That's awesome. Well, stay safe, my friend, and we will be in touch. Okay.
All right, great.
All right, buddy.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.